challenges, in our opinion, seem to have overwhelmed our security institutions.
The governors are supposed to be the state security officers of their state.
There is need for us to at least engage the traditional rulers.
We need to do something about our porous borders.
We have to own it from the unit level to the ward level to the local government to state.
Mr. President, the importance of today for us is for us to take action.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
It addresses many loopholes in the electoral system.
Senate passes Electoral Act into law. Rejects electronic transmission of results.
I seek the cooperation of the National Assembly for expeditious legislative action on the submission.
And President Buhari presents medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. Welcome to Inside the Senate. I am Hussaina Amina Aboki, your guide on the program. Electoral matters dominated plenary last week with the passage of the Electoral Act 2021 as well as various other electoral bills. The Senate also confirmed 6 out of the 7 nominees of the President for the position of INEC commissioners. Added to this was the presentation of the 2022-2024 MTEF FSP document preparatory to the 2022 budget. We also have reports on these as well as the Committee of Public Petitions investigation into the allegation of assault against the chairman of the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, Mr. Dalladi Umar. Stay tuned for details after the break. Don't go away.
The Senate to send a message to the President
To reap opportunities from that agreement.
Raise a matter of urgent public importance.
And we are aware that when this particular motion comes up,
For a longer term development,
arise to second the motion.
Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Welcome back. Senate President Ahmed Lawan has debunked insinuations that the report of the Senate Committee on INEC on the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010 Amendment Bill 2021 has been doctored by the Senate. Speaking after the laying of the report by the chairman, Senator Kabiru Gaya, Wednesday the 14th of July 2021, Senator Ahmed Lawan assured that the Nigerian Senate would not indulge in such illegality.
Some of those accusing the leadership of the National Assembly are misinformed. My telephone line and that of the Honorable Speaker were published. In one day, I received over 900 SMS messages saying we have manipulated this. We didn't. We will do what is right. We have our procedures, and lobbying is part of democracy.
As it were, the bill seeks to holistically address all issues affecting the conduct of free, fair and credible elections in Nigeria. It was passed by the 8th Senate but was not assented to by President Buhari, with the reason hinged on the fact that the period of the passage was too close to the 2019 general elections. Presenting the report the following day, Thursday the 15th of July 2021, Senator Kabiru Gaya highlighted the main objectives of the bill.
The bill will seek to repeal the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010 as a result of the enormous number of proposed amendments. It addresses many loopholes in the electoral system by amending over 300 clauses, which include new provisions in the whole, the amendment by the 8th National Assembly, which was not assented by Mr. President, and a draft proposal from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as well as input from the retreat and technical committees and members of the Joint Committee.
Please, I will plead with you to allow us go through that particular clause so that we will have something to say, so that at the end of the day, by the time I'm leaving here, I will also hold this document so that if somebody confronts me when I leave here, if I have nothing to say, that means I stayed here and I slept over throughout the entire period. That is the appeal that I'm making, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity.
Normally, on bills that are sensitive, I go close by close. It's only when you're establishing institutions where in normal cases they are standard, this thing, everybody knows what it is. But in cases like this, it's close by close. So I want to assure you that it's going to be close by close, even though most of the clauses are settled, so to speak, but all the same, will go close by close.
With this, clause-by-clause consideration of the report commenced in the Committee of the Whole, and while this progressed, the issue of electronic transmission of results raised by Senator Basi Akpan and rejected by Senator Sabi Abdullahi generated rowdiness in the chamber.
Section 52(3) that the Commission may transmit may at the discretion of the Commission, may, not shall, that the Commission may transmit the result by electronic means where and when practicable. Where and when practicable. I so move. Where and when practicable. The Commission may consider electronic transmission of results provided the national coverage is adjudged to be adequate and secure by the National Communication Commission (NCC) and approved by the National Assembly.
As a result, the Senate went behind closed doors to deliberate on the matter, following which it was put to vote, with the results being as follows. Total votes 80, those in support 52, those against 28. The Senate President did not vote, while 28 were absent. With this result, transmission of results by electronic means was rejected. Other contentious issues addressed by the new law are electronic voting, increasing of participation of women, youth, as well as persons with disabilities in elections, enshrining the smart card reader in the legal framework in elections, regulation of election expenditure, regulation and pegging of campaign expenses, as well as diaspora voting, amongst other things. Senate President Ahmad Lawan gave his comments on the passage.
The Electoral Amendment Bill has now been passed by the Senate, and we expect that the House of Representatives, our counterpart, will do the same. This bill will now be sent to Mr. President for his presidential assent. And we are here to support INEC at all times to ensure that our elections are done quite in time without postponement due to one reason or the other. And we pray that this bill will guide the 2023 general elections so well, and we hope to have a better and more improved election process in the year 2023.
Earlier Tuesday, the 13th of July 2021, Senator Gaya presented the committee's report for the passage of the Electoral Offences Commission Establishment Bill 2021. He enumerated some of the electoral impunities that the commission would address when established.
To change those names in the register of voters, then illegal compilation of voters list, illegal printing and possession of voters card, illegal possession of voters card, illegal possession of ballot boxes, multiple voting, underage voting, ballot box snatching, etc. The current justice system for electoral offences is weak because INEC, which is saddled with overseeing the electoral process, is the same body saddled with prosecuting electoral offenders.
One contribution was taken in support of the bill.
INEC doesn't have the capacity to really prosecute. There is need to unbundle it. And the only way we can unbundle INEC is to set up the Electoral Offences Commission.
The report was considered in the Committee of the Whole, as a result of which the bill scaled third reading and was passed. The Senate President commented on the passage.
This is yet again another landmark legislation that this Senate has been able to pass, breaking the jinx and the demons are defeated too here. We believe that this will sanitize our electoral system and process, and we believe that INEC and indeed the state independent electoral commissions will be able to conduct their elections free of violence.
Still last week, the Senate considered the report of the Committee on INEC, which screened President Buhari's nominees for the position of INEC commissioners. They include Professor Muhammad Musa Kalla, Katsina State; Loretta Onochie, Delta State; Professor Kunle Cornelius Ajayi, Ekiti State; Said Babara Ahmad, Jigawa State; Professor Muhammad San Adam, North Central; Dr. Baba Bilal, Northeast, as well as Professor Abdullah Hizuru, Northwest. The chairman said the committee recommended the confirmation of 5 out of the 7 nominees and advised on the issue of Professor Muhammad San Adam for more investigation, while stating its inability to confirm Mrs. Loretta Onochie.
In view of the petition against Professor Sani Muhammad Adam, the committee recommends that the confirmation of this nominee for appointment as INEC National Commissioner be stepped down pending further legislative action by the committee. In the case of Ms. Loretta Onochie, having studied her curriculum vitae and other relevant documents, followed by exhaustive interaction and around the petition against her nomination, which she responded accordingly, including attesting that she is not a registered member of any political party. Therefore, based on the provision of Section 1413 of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, on federal character principle, as earlier stated, and in order for the committee and the Senate to achieve fairness on other states and political zones in the country, the committee is unable to recommend Mr. Loretta Onochie for confirmation as National Electoral Commissioner for the National Electoral Commission.
The issue of Professor Muhammad San Adam was investigated and eventually found to be worthy of the position, leading to his confirmation on Thursday, the 15th of July 2021.
The committee interviewed Professor Sani Muhammad Adams again and received explanatory regarding his personal life, work experience, stability, competence, and integrity for appointment as National Electoral Commissioner representing the North Central. In view of the outcome of the investigation into the petition against the nominee, the committee hereby recommends that Professor Sani Muhammad Adam, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, be confirmed by the Senate of the Republic of Nigeria as National Commissioner of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Will the Senate confirm the nomination of Sani Muhammad Adam, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, for appointment as a commissioner representing North Central? Those in favor say aye. Those against any, the ayes have it.
On financial matters, the Senate President read a letter from President Muhammadu Buhari presenting the 2022-2024 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy Paper MTEF-FSP preparatory to the presentation and passage of the 2022 budget in December 2021.
I seek the cooperation of the National Assembly for expeditious legislative action on the submission. Please accept the single Senate President the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Muhammadu Buhari.
The letter was referred to the Joint Committees on Finance, National Planning, as well as Petroleum to report back as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the Senate, at the end of plenary of Thursday, the 15th of July 2021, proceeded on its annual break to resume on the 14th of September 2021. However, committee activities would continue during this period. Same day, Senate President Ahmad Lawan read a letter from the PDP caucus in the Senate announcing Senator Ibrahim Abdullahi Dambaba as the new Deputy Minority Leader of the Senate. This followed the resignation of the former Deputy Minority Leader, Senator Sahabi Ya'u, who decamped to APC. Coming up next is our notebook segment. Stand by for our topic of the week.
A legislative Hansard is the transcript of a daily legislative proceeding of a parliament, particularly within Britain and other Commonwealth countries. It is named after Thomas Cousin Hansard, the first official printer of the British Parliament. In the Nigerian Senate, it is produced verbatim by the official reporters of the Senate, who are positioned in the chamber to monitor legislative proceedings. One of the basic advantages of the Hansard is that it helps in the recording of legislative documents as well as archiving. And because chamber proceedings are in most cases opened to public, the Hansard affords the lawmaker the opportunity to assess their past contributions on the floor with a view to improving upon them, amongst other things.
The only way out of the pandemic is for the population to observe the recommended measures advised by the NCDC. The Senate Committees on Health and Primary Health Care and Communicable Diseases will continue to engage with the Federal Ministry of Health and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19.
Welcome back. In the committee room, the Committee on Public Petitions continued its handling of the petition against the Chairman, Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, Mr. Danladi Umar, over allegation that he assaulted the petitioner, one Mr. Clement Sagwa. The CCT chairman, who was absent at the proceeding, was represented by a lawyer, Mr. Toluwa Odeke.
I'm here to present before you the fact that he is sick, and because of that, he is not able to attend this meeting today.
Apparently not satisfied, the committee chairman sought evidence of the sickness.
Because the first time, the second time, the third time, he's sick. But what have you come before this committee to demonstrate that he is actually sick? But, well, in the absence of that, we believe him because he's also a judge.
We've also filed an originating summons accompanied with a motion notice at the Federal High Court challenging the powers of the committee to look into matters like this as is provided in the Constitution. So, this matter is already sub judice because it's before the courts.
If the case are gone to court before coming here, it's sub judice. Not when the case is before National Assembly. Before we now call you to come and respond. You now quickly run to court to go and stop the stop National Assembly from hearing it. Even the Chief Justice will hear from this one that it's wrong. Even the President will hear about this one, where you use justice to stop the National Assembly from doing its own work.
This average Nigerian chose to come before this committee rather than go to court. His Lordship surrendered himself to the jurisdiction of this committee by also appearing, knowing fully well that as a constitutional matter, this committee has oversight functions, has oversight authority over the Code of Conduct Tribunal. This matter is not sub judice. This is an abuse of court process as far as we are concerned. You are trying to use the court to twist, this committee to, further twist the petitioner, this young man who is seeking for justice, and you want to stall this matter.
The committee chairman sought confirmation of the veracity of a letter withdrawing the petition on the instructions of the petitioner's father, to which the petitioner's lawyer responded.
The issue of whether my client or client has withdrawn the petition or not, to be honest, we are not aware. Our client has been with us. He has not informed us of any withdrawal and of any letter.
When we received the letter, I gave instruction to my client to send a copy to you. And I called this your petitioner, and he confirmed that he wrote the letter.
The petitioner also denied ever writing such a letter.
I'm not the one that you call, because in this case, I'm not using phone up to now. I'm not using phone. I'm not having phone. I'm not the one that you call, sir. It's not me.
While promising to investigate whoever that caller was through the service providers, the committee gave its verdict as follows.
Danladi Umar, wherever you are in your sick bed today, you are a young man, we respect you, but you must also reciprocate that respect to this one of the Senate. You cannot use court process to stop the work of the Senate. I saw a rule, in after 2 weeks, he must personally be present. Thank you.
Outside the committee room, the petitioner's lawyer in an interview spoke on the pains they are going through as a result of the matter.
This case is not just our case, it's a Nigerian case. All Nigerians are watching, keenly watching and waiting to hear justice. We spend money to come here. Each day we come with vehicles, we foil the vehicles, we come with people, from Plateau State, we pay money. So if it were a regular court, we would have been asking for cost.
The petitioner's father also spoke.
There is nothing ever happened like that. We have our lawyer. If there is something going on, we'll call and seek his consent before writing any letter. We didn't write any letter to National Assembly.
And to the defendant's counsel was a question on the reason for court action, even when the CCT chairman had once surrendered himself to the authorities of the committee with an earlier appearance before it.
You have the right to go to court at any stage, any point. He has the right. He's expressing his fundamental rights. Because he's a CCT chairman doesn't mean that his fundamental right should be trampled upon.
Coming next is the profile segment. Stay tuned for our Senator of the Week.
Senator Degi Eremio represents Bayelsa East Senatorial District under the APC. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree in 1990 in Agricultural Economy and a Master of Business Administration, all from the Rivers State University of Science and Technology, Port Harcourt. He joined politics in 1980 and was Vice Chairman, Nembe Local Government Area of Bayelsa State in 1993 and eventually the Chairman in 1999. He was also Commissioner, Bayelsa State Ministry of Rural Development as well as Ministry of Health in 2006. At the national level, Senator Degi Eremio held the position of Executive Director of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, in 2012. He contested election to the Senate in the 2019 general elections and won to represent Bayelsa East Senatorial District. In the Red Chamber, he is Vice Chairman, Senate Committee on Special Duties, and a member of several other committees. His legislative interests are education, petroleum industry development, and youth and women empowerment.
With this, we come to the end of this week's episode of Inside the Senate. Join us next week for another episode. Thanks for watching. Observe COVID-19 protocols and stay safe.